Hey everybody, Ryan here at etrailer.com. Today on our 2020 Ford Ranger, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the Curt Trailer Hitch Receiver. When it comes to trailer hitches, one of the common questions that our customers ask is if their spare tire is going to work with the hitch in place. Well, just to give you an example and show you that this is going to have no problem keeping that spare tire up here while being able to use your trailer hitch still. Now compared to some of the other hitches out there, this one is going to stick out a little bit further here, closer to the back of the truck, but it is still going to sit more or less just about flush with the edge of the bumper. Now a couple upsides to that is that it's going to be easy to access to connect or disconnect any of your accessories. And if you're into fold-up accessories, this one's going to be really good, giving us that extra clearance. That way you don't have to worry about any interference or contact whenever you do fold the accessories up. Now one of the things I like, especially with this being a truck hitch, is that this is still going to give us a nice clean look. It's really not going to be all that noticeable back here. Many of our Ranger customers use their trucks to do a little bit of everything. And this is going to be a good all-around hitch. It's going to give us some decent weight capacities. It's going to have a 900-pound maximum gross tongue weight rating. So that's going to be the amount of weight pushing down on the hitch. So that's more than enough to use just about any accessory that you'd ever want to. As far as the maximum gross trailer weight rating goes, it's going to be 6,000 pounds. So that's going to be the amount of weight pulling on the hitch. So that's the weight of your trailer plus anything that you might have on it. Now this can be used with a weight distribution system, which is a separate component, but if you are using that, the weight capacities do increase. The maximum gross trailer weight rating is going to go up to 8,000 pounds, but the maximum gross tongue weight rating is going to remain the same at 900. And I do always like to mention, it's never a bad idea to check with your Ranger's owner's manual to make sure your truck can pull that much weight. Now since the hitch is a Class 3, it's going to give us that 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube opening and a reinforced collar here for extra strength. It's going to have the standard 5/8 pin hole. Now keep in mind a pin and clip does not come included, but if you need one you can find it here at eTrailer. It's going to have some loop style safety chain openings, which are wide open and pretty large, so you should have no problem using all of the common hooks that you might have. Now since most Rangers come equipped right from the factory with 4-pole trailer wiring, it's really nice if you're towing a trailer with 4-pole wiring. But if your trailer has 7-pole wiring, I would recommend getting the Curt T connector, which will give you a 7-way that's really easy to hook up since it more or less just plugs right into that factory wiring. Now I'm going to give you a couple of measurements, and you're going to use these to help figure out which hitch mounted accessories to get. From the ground to the top inside edge of the receiver tube opening, it's going to be about 19 inches. And you're going to use that to help figure out whether you need to get a ball mount with either a drop or a rise. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the edge of the rear bumper, it's going to be about 4 inches. And you're going to use that to figure out if any folding accessories you might have can be stored in the upright position without making contact with the vehicle. But overall, a good looking hitch that's going to allow us to do all those activities that we couldn't do before. Now as far as the installation goes, it is really easy and shouldn't take you a whole lot of time at all. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and put the hitch on together now. To begin our installation, we're going to be working here at the back of our Ranger on each side of the frame rail. Now what we're going to have to do is remove these 2 factory bolts, but since these are actually supporting or holding up our bumper beam, we're going to have to figure out a way to keep that bumper beam in place. So what I found, these 2 tabs here, one's on the bumper beam, one's on the frame rail. What we can actually do is take a clamp and tighten it down to clamp them 2 together. And this is going to hold that bumper beam in place. Now anything we do to one side, we're going to repeat on the other side of our frame rail. With the bumper beam all supported, we can grab a 21mm socket and remove these 2 factory bolts. Now we can grab our hitch, lift it up into position. We're just going to use our factory hardware to re-secure it. We want to get one started, at least hand tight on each side. That way the hitch will support itself. Now Now that we have all of our hardware in place and hand tight, we can come back and snug it all down. Then we can come back with a torque wrench and get everything tightened down to the amount specified in our instructions. Once it's all torqued, then we can take our clamps off. And that'll finish up our look at and our installation of the Curt Trailer Hitch Receiver on our 2020 Ford Ranger.